So S chart also, so this also comes under measures of dispersion, like rain chart. Previous class we have discussed rain chart. So S chart also comes under measures of dispersion. So mean chart, measures of center tendency, range and standard deviation chart, measures of dispersion. So you require a quantitative data. So quantitative data requires measurements. So that means how many steps will be there in S chart? Again, there will be 6 steps will be there, like mean chart and range chart. What is the first step? First step is nothing but measurements. What is the second step? Second step is nothing but selection of samples or subgroups. Third one is calculation of standard deviation for each sample. And fourth one is computation of control limits. So in computation of control limits, you will have 2 cases. Case 1 standards are given, case 2 standards are not given. And then step number 5 is nothing but construction of S chart. And final step is interpretation of S chart. So in control charts for variables, first 2 steps and last 2 steps are same. First 2 steps means measurements, and then selection of samples or subgroups. Last 2 steps means construction of chart as well as interpretation of chart. Only difference is in place of mean, you have to substitute range, you have to substitute standard deviation. That is the only difference. So 4 steps will be same, only 2 steps will change. Step number 3 and step number 4 will change. So in this also, what is the first step? First step is nothing but measurements. So measurements already I have explained. So the same measurements you have to consider. So that means the same points you have to consider in the measurements. So if you want to minimize the error, always 3 conditions you should take care. What is the first one? First one is nothing but you have to use a standard and good equipment. What is the second one? Second one is nothing but you have to appoint technically sound and skilled persons to handle those machines. And third point is nothing but before taking the measurements, you have to clear in mind what you want. So these are the 3 things you have to remember before taking the measurements. So if you take these 3 precautions, automatically you can minimize the error. So that is the first point in S chart also. And next, second one is nothing but selection of samples or subgroups. How to select the samples? Each unit has an equal chance of being included, and you have to select in a random manner. So what are the 3 precautions you have to take for selecting a sample or subgroup? The first one is the samples or subgroups should be as homogeneous as possible. That is the first point you have to consider. And what is the second point? Second point is nothing but maximum variation is allowed between the samples or subgroups. What is the third one? Don't take the samples or subgroups at equal intervals of time. These are the 3 factors that you have to consider of selecting the samples or subgroups. Okay. And then the third point, what is the third point? Calculation of standard deviations. Calculation of standard deviations for each sample. As already I have told, how many samples you have considered? K samples. Each sample consists of how many observations? N observations. What is the measurement you have considered? Measurement is Xij. So now what you have to calculate? You have to calculate standard deviation for each sample. So sample variance formula, all of you know. So S square I equal to 1 by n, summation j equal to 1 to n, Xij minus x bar I whole square. So if you use this formula, put I equal to 1 to so on k, you will get S1, S2, so on Sk. Okay. So after that, you have to calculate mean of standard deviation. What is the mean of standard deviation formula? Sum of the standard deviations by number of standard deviations. That means S1 plus S2 plus so on Sk by k. So this is step number 3. Step number 4 is nothing but computation of control limits. Computation of control limits. So I have already told this is a sample standard deviation. So sample standard deviation, sample distribution, standard deviation follows. What is the expectation of S value? Expectation of S value is C2 sigma, and standard error of S equal to C3 sigma. So that means, so this is the expectation of S value. This is the standard error of S value. Okay. So how many steps will be there in every chart? 2 steps will be there, and 2 cases will be there. So case 1 is when standards are given. Case 2 is when standards are not given. First, we will discuss the case when standards are given. When standards are given, that means what is the parameter here? Only parameter is sigma. So sigma is the only parameter. So which value will be given to you? Sigma value is given. Standards are given means sigma value is given. So therefore, what you have to calculate? You have to calculate the control limits. So that means, therefore, the 3 sigma control limits of S chart is given by expectation of t plus or minus 3 into standard error of t. This is the general formula for any chart. This is a general formula. Now you are constructing S chart. That means in place of t, what you have to substitute? S you have to substitute. That means expectation of S plus or minus 3 into standard error of S. So that means what is that expectation of S? Expectation of S is nothing but C2 sigma. Okay, plus or minus standard error of S is nothing but 3 into C3 sigma. So what is common here? Common is sigma. So that means what you will get? C2 plus or minus 3C3 into sigma. So plus indicates upper control limit, minus indicates lower control limit, first part value indicates CL. So that means what is the UCL formula? UCL formula is nothing but it will take plus sign. Plus sign means C2 plus 3C3 into sigma. This constant I have assumed as capital B2. This is a fixed constant. You have to consider only B2. B2 sigma. So that means next LCL. LCL takes my negative sign. Negative sign means what is that? C2 minus 3C3 into sigma. This constant now, this is C2 minus 3C3. C2 minus 3C3 into sigma. So this constant I have assumed as capital B1. So capital B1 is sigma is the LCL formula. And last one is CLS. CLS means first part value. What is the first part value? C2 into this sigma. So that means what is the value? C2 sigma. So these are the formulas of control limits when standards are given for S chart. When standards are given for S chart. So case 1 is completed. Case 1 is standards are given. Next case 2. Case 2 we have to discuss. What is case 2? When standards are not given. Standards are not given. Standards are not given. Standards are not given means which value is not given to you? Which value is not given? Sigma is not given. Sigma is not given. Sigma is not given. Then sigma can be estimated by using S bar by C2. This formula we have learned in mean chart. If you observe the mean chart, we using standard deviation, you have considered this formula sigma equal to S bar by C2. So just cross check one, sigma equal to S bar by C2. Okay, whenever sigma value is not given, you can estimate sigma by using S bar by C2. What you have to calculate? You have to calculate control limits. That means therefore the 3 sigma control limits for S chart is given by expectation of t plus or minus 3 into standard error of t. Now which chart you are constructing? S chart means expectation of S plus or minus 3 into standard error of S. Now expectation of S is nothing but, what is the expectation of X? C2 sigma. This is the C2 sigma. Standard error of S is nothing but C3 sigma. That means what you will get? C2 plus or minus C2 plus or minus 3 sigma. Sorry, 3C3 sigma. So this is the value you are getting. Now standards are not given. Standards are not given means I don't know the sigma value now. I don't know sigma value. That means sigma can be estimated by using S bar by C2. That means what you will get? This implies C2 into what is the sigma value? Sigma value is nothing but S bar by C2. S bar by C2 plus or minus 3 into C3 into, again sigma value is not given. Sigma value is not given means it can be estimated by S bar by C2. S bar by C2. S bar by C2. What are the terms that will be cancelled? C2 get cancelled. C2 get cancelled. That means what is the remaining function you will get? What is the remaining function value you will get? Remaining function value you will get is, what is common here? Here S bar is common. If you take S bar common, what you will get? If you take S bar common, 1 plus 3C3, sorry, 1 plus or minus 3C3 divided by C2 into S bar. 1 plus or minus 3C3 divided by C2 into S bar. So I have already told this is the control limits formulas. How many control lines will be there? 3 are there. First one is UCL, second one is LCL, last one is CL. So UCL means it will take plus sign. LCL it will take minus sign. So that means therefore UCL is equal to, I will write here. So UCL is equal to UCL S equal to UCL S formula, it will take plus sign. Plus sign is what you will get? 1 plus 3 C3 by C2 into S bar. C2 into S bar. UCL always takes plus sign. So this is nothing but UCL S equal to this constant already B2, B1 is completed. So this constant I will assume as capital B4. Capital B4 S4. So UCLS is nothing but capital B4 S bar. So B4 is nothing but this value. It is a constant. It is a table value that will be given to you in the examination. Today I will send the tables also to you. Okay. So UCLS formula B4 S bar. Similarly, you can calculate LCLS. LCLS equal to LCL will take negative sign. Negative sign means what you will get? 1 minus 3C3 by C2 into S bar. So that means what is this constant? This constant I assumed as B4. So I will take this constant as B3. B3 S bar. LCLS equal to B3 S bar. Last one. What is the last one? CLS equal to what is the CLS value? CLS value is nothing but, what is the value? First part value. What is the first part value? 1 into S bar. So that means 1 into S bar is S bar. Okay. So these are the control limits formulas of S chart when standards are not given. Whenever standards are not given, then only you can calculate UCL S equal to B4 S bar, LCL S equal to B3 S bar, and CL S equal to S bar. So when these formulas can be used, if standards are not given in S chart, then you can consider these formulas. Now step number 4 is completed. Now you know standards are given, what are the formulas? Standards are not given, what are the formulas? So what is the next step? Next step is nothing but construction of S chart. It is same as mean chart, range chart already you have done. So step number 5 is nothing but construction of S chart. Step number 5 is nothing but construction of S chart. Construction of S chart. Construction of S chart. Okay. So construction of S chart means now I know UCL, LCL, CL. Now I can draw the control chart. So all of you know the control chart. What is that? X axis will be there. Y axis will be there. X axis will be there. Y axis will be there. X axis always sample numbers. X axis always sample numbers. This is X axis. This is Y axis. So X axis always sample numbers. Y axis. Y axis what you will consider here. Now which chart you are constructing? Sample standard deviation. That means standard deviation. S chart you are constructing. So Y axis is nothing but sample standard deviation. Sample standard deviations. That means S1, S2, S1, SK values you will consider on a Y axis. Okay. So then you know the control limits. What are the control limits? UCL, LCL, CL. You know how to draw UCL and LCL. UCL and LCL are dotted horizontal lines. So I will draw roughly. I will draw UCL. This is UCLS. Roughly I will take LCL. This is LCLS. And CL is a dark line. CL is a dark line. CL is nothing but central line. So in between UCL and LCL you will get. Okay. So I don't know the values. Just roughly I have drawn UCL, LCL, and CL. Okay. Now you can identify. Suppose for example sample numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there. So you will identify first sample what is S1 value, standard deviation value. You will identify. You will identify the points. You will identify the points like this. That means this is the construction of S chart. S chart is completed. So that means you have to write the conclusion or interpretation. How you will get the conclusion or interpretation? If your standard deviation values, if your sample standard deviations falls within the UCL and LCL, then the process is in control. Otherwise, the process is out of control. That means if any one point falls outside the control limits, you can stop the process. Okay. That means why you have to stop the process? Because you are producing defective items. So remove those defective items and you can start the process again. You can start the process again. So this is the called interpretation. Construction means this is a construction. UCL and LCL are dotted horizontal lines. X-axis sample numbers, Y-axis sample standard deviations. Each sample you will identify sample standard deviations like this. Then you will get the construction of S chart. So if you see the control chart, then you have to give the conclusion or interpretation or analysis. So how to give the conclusion? If all the sample points falls within the control limits, you will say the process is in control. You don't require any action. You can continue with the process. Suppose if any one sample point falls outside the control limits, so that means you are producing a defective item because of assignable causes. So stop the process first, remove the defective items, then you can start the process again. So these are the 6 steps that are there in